Greetings. Today I want to speak to you on the subject of Christianity versus witchcraft. But the very question I want to ask you is, what is witchcraft? Pastor, what is witchcraft? Religious people, what is witchcraft? You see, many times people speak about things that they do not know about. And many people are fearful of the unknown. Therefore, they refer to the unknown as evil. Now, for example, I'm going to pick this leaf, okay? And I'm going to pretend that this leaf in my hand, it is $100. It's money. Every religious person in this world uses money. How do you think money came into being? Of course, you will say it's not witchcraft because you do not know what is witchcraft. All of us born into this world naked, yet you wear clothes, right? Of course, you're going to say it's not witchcraft because you do not know what is witchcraft. None of us born in this world with a shoe on our feet, yet all religious people, they wear a shoe on their feet. Where did they come from? Everyone live in a home and they have so many different appliances in their homes. Where did it come from? How did it come into being? Of course, righteous, religious people gonna say it's not witchcraft. Witchcraft is something different. Okay. When you go to church and you do the different rituals, what is that? When you sing, when you clap, when you dance, when you read, when you testify, when you speak in tongues, when you lay hands on other people, what is happening? What is going on? Also, when you go to the unjust judge and you put your hand on the Bible, what do you think you are doing? All the different rituals they do in the courthouse, what do you think it is? Also, let me go a little further. For all the religious people who are listening to me right now, do you look at sports? When you look at soccer, why do you think you have a circle in the middle? Why do you think it have the different lines? And you have the different lines at the four corners of the playing field. What do you think those things are? When you look at cricket or any other sport in activity, why do you get excited? Why do you clap? Why do you shout? Why do you react? What do you think is happening? What do you really think is happening? So my brothers, my sisters, let me say this to you. If you do not understand alchemy, if you do not understand energy transmutation, if you do not understand that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, it is because you are being uninformed. It is because you choose to be limited and you choose to be one-sided minded and you refuse to have an open mind to learn and to grow. Because, for example, if you read one book in this world and believe you know everything, then you cannot go any further. And you're never too old to learn. And the learning process doesn't stop when we finish school or when we join a religion. We're supposed to be learning and growing and expanding until the very day we leave here. Also, you need to know that wedding ceremonies, funerals, what do you think all of these things are? When you go to church and a preacher is giving a sermon, and when a policeman gives someone a sermon to come to court, what do you think all of those things are? Do you realize when a preacher is preaching, you're coming under their enchantment and their incantations? Even as I speak right here, do you know that it is enchantments as I speak? And do you know every word that comes from your mouth, it's a spell, and you refer to the sermon in church as gospel, which means you're trying to say that is a good spell, yet it have condemnation, it have doubt, it have fear, it have guilt, and it have shame with it. So, for those of you who would click on this video, if you are a religious person, stop and think for a moment. And if you have already gotten out of the church system or the religious system, I would definitely encourage you to share videos like this to your friends, your relatives, and ask them to please listen from the beginning to the end. You see, you can't just click on a video and when you hear someone say something that you're not in agreement because it is different to how you've been taught or been indoctrinated. If you act like that, you'll never get anywhere in life. Many people all around the world who are religious, they have employers they have to answer to. Yeah, the Bible says you're supposed to be the head and not the tail. You're supposed to be the lender and not the borrower. You're supposed to be above and not beneath. And let me say this to you. Those people who you're working with, who are far much more wealthier than you, what do you think they are using? You go to the toilet just like how they go to the toilet. Yet they have more than you, far much more than you. What do you think they are using? What do you think they know that you do not know? You see, many people call things that they do not know about evil because they just do not know. I remember growing up with my grandmother and they used to all the time say the hardest thing in this world is when you don't know. And I'm saying to you, my brothers and my sisters, if you go around and you ask any pastor or any preacher, any Christian, any part of this world, what is witchcraft? They do not know. But yet, when you speak about the law of attraction and when you speak about certain things, they will come on and make, like for example, I had to block someone just on my other channel. Okay, because I would have warned him before and told him to just move on. If you do not agree with what I'm saying, just move on. If it is witchcraft, why are you actually on the internet? If you realize what is Wi-Fi and you realize what is the internet and you realize what is YouTube and what is Facebook and what is Instagram and all of these things, what is the computer, what is a flash drive, if you really understand those and you understand how those things really come into being and what has been done, you wouldn't even go on them. So there's no room in this world for ignorant and idiotic people who want to stay one state of their life. Anything that stagnates, it becomes dead, and it smells, it stinks, it gives a bad odor. Okay? So, my brother and my sisters, I want to say to you, it is time for you to learn to think for yourself. It is time for you to understand that the occult is just speaking of the hidden. Okay, that which is hidden. And there's definitely things that are hidden from the masses. And it will always be like that. As a matter of fact, I can come out straight and speak everything to you and you'll still not get it. Just as it tells you when you read the Bible that Christ speaks in parable. And you think it's a man 2,000 years ago. No. Mystics, we all speak in parables. Even though we speak just common like anyone else, it's still parables from many other people. Okay? That's why he says that it is hidden from them. But for you, it is not hidden. Okay? So, for those of you who are listening to me and what I'm saying, if it resonates with you, if you believe what I am saying, and you understand what is really witchcraft, and what they call witchcraft, you realize it's a misunderstanding of alchemy because they do not know how to use it, and they are using a weaker form of it, then I will definitely encourage you to like, to subscribe, to comment, or to share this video. And just before I go any further, I want to say also, if anyone believes that Jesus was a literal man 2,000 years ago, then he was using a very high level of witchcraft. A very high level of witchcraft. Okay? So, let me say again, to support this work, by subscribing, to like, to comment, or to share this video. And I want to say, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, or if you would like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. Also, if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that there's always a PayPal, and the link is down below. And if you feel also inspired to be a part of our Patreon community, you are most welcome to support this work. And I just want to introduce you to a course that I have there for people donating at least $20 or more. It's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about you aligning with the sun and discovering for yourself why the Bible says that the Lord, thy God, is a sun, a S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And basic common sense will teach you that the sun has never withhold any good thing from humanity, for the sun is what powers all of humanity and give all of humanity its energy. And you're told that the sun, the S-U-N, of righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. I have good news for you. There's a light that is within you. And when that light rises within you, you're going to come into a place of enlightenment. You're going to come into a place of true awareness. You come to know who you are. And that's how you discover true righteousness. That's how you discover true healing. And you will be able to use your creativity, your ability to heal the rest of humanity. Okay? Because everything that has been done, it was first done inwardly. It was first psychological. It was first mental. Okay? So, it's all about the mind. All is mind. So, before I come to a close, I want to say to you also, always be reminded that the sun parallels the human imagination. And the human imagination parallels the sun. Think about it. For without the sun, there's no life and there's no light. The sun is the light of the world. It's the giver of our life. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. Everything in this world that was made, it was first a thought, it was first imagined. It was first an idea, and St. John 1 and 3 tells you that all things were made by him. Who's that him? Not a man 2,000 years ago. That him is a personification that represents the human imagination. Everything in this world is first imagined. Even if you disagree with me, it had to first be imagined for you to disagree with me. So, if you would definitely like to listen to those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. At this time, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.